YouTube, it's M1NDxBEND3R here, and at long last, the Knights of the Tundra have their final member and leader. This is Snow Baron. Snow Baron transforms into a large blue and white elk. Now I know technically elks are not native to the tundra region, but who cares? I wanted to make an elk. So here he is. He stands very tall, very proud. The antlers, in my opinion, make him look very majestic, and I think this is just a very appropriate animal mode for a leader of an animal team, specifically one themed after northern forest animals. I think this just really captures the character I was trying to create. So I'm very happy with it. Taking a look at Snow Baron next to the other two members of the team, Frostbane and Windchill, I think this is a fantastic group shot. I love looking at the team like this. Snow Baron looks especially in charge because while he's not larger than his two teammates, he's certainly taller and a bit more, I guess, elegant looking, as the natural tendency of an elk form would lend him. So we'll set these two off to the side and we'll just look at the elk mode up close. You see the front legs just go forward and back and bend at the knee. A little bit of hoof articulation as well. Pretty limited, but it falls within the actual range of motion that elks have. They don't really do any kind of crazy things. His back legs are a bit more articulate with the ball joints, but that is because these will become his robot legs. Small little tail that can wag. Head looks up and down, no side-to-side movement because it is double ball jointed in, as is required for the transformation. The ears can wiggle, so if you say something that excites him, they'll perk up, I guess. And his antlers can flop for flopping antler attacks. Hooray. Alright, let's transform him. In my opinion, Snow Baron's transformation is quick but effective, so let's get into it. First of all, this tail just folds up. These back legs fold down, rotate around to become robot legs. The hoof folds up to become a foot, almost an identical design to Frostbane's legs. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So there you got the robot legs. These front legs are just going to curl up and kind of tuck in right here, and they'll just be stored there. Coming up to the top, the elk head and the entire upper torso will split in half and rotate around to become the robot's arms. And these will just fold down along the side. The antlers I like to move down and rotate them up so that they kind of sit along the back of his arms. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. This little tab piece I like to just push through just so that it looks a little cleaner on this side. And same thing with the antler, they'll just fold up along the back of his arms. Almost there. Last but not least, the head on a deceptively complicated internal mechanism. Flips up. And there, once we get him standing, is Snow Baron in his robot mode. Now, if you were expecting the graceful and elegant elk to have a graceful and elegant robot mode, I'm afraid you are in for a disappointment. Snow Baron is 100% tough guy, beefcake muscle man. Look at these proportions. He's just got a big old barrel chest. His legs look very stocky and strong. He's got big Popeye forearms. This guy looks like a tank. He looks like he could just crash through a mountainside or burst through a brick wall or just do all kinds of stuff, tank all kinds of hits and just keep on trucking. He looks like the boss, which is appropriate because he is the boss. I especially am a fan of the fact that these just ended up on his shoulders, and you do kind of have to move him along with his arms, but it's not that big of a deal, and I really like that look. It goes a really long way in setting him apart from his teammates. His head is just a very standard Transformers-ish looking head. I like to imagine that this is not a faceplate, but in fact his face. He doesn't bother with a visor or faceplate or anything like that. I guess the torso could have had a bit more detail on it, but honestly, I can't think of a way I would want to change it. I like it very much as it is. I'm very happy with how his robot mode turned out. Taking a look at his weapon, this was something I spent a lot of time trying to figure out. I tried axes, hammers, a great sword, and nothing really seemed to suit this guy. I couldn't really think of what I wanted him to use. So, instead of going with an existing weapon, I decided to make one up. I'm not really sure what this would be, but Sure looks dangerous. I don't want to get hit with it. I like to think he made it himself. So that clips into his hand. It definitely helps that it looks like it was styled after his antlers, which it kind of was. And that, in my opinion, looks right at home in his hand. I'm very happy with how he looks carrying it. And this is a group shot I have been looking forward to for a very long time. I am so happy to finally have these three all together and as a team. The colors, the shapes, the smooth lines, the blazing orange eyes across the board, everything about them I just absolutely love. I'm quite confident in saying that this is my favorite team that I've designed. I'm sure other people have other favorites, and that's completely fine, but this is the one that does it for me the most. I have really had a great time building these guys, and I am so happy to see them done. Now, just like with the Fang Gang, I will be doing a separate video covering the personalities and team dynamics of these three, but that video will be coming later because if I were to do it now, this video would probably be twice, if not 3 times as long as it already is. So guys, until next time, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you really like this video, feel free to subscribe or leave a comment and tell me what you thought of this guy. I've been M1NDxBEND3R, and the Knights of the Tundra are done. But a knight needs a squire, and my teams need mini-cons.